afternoon, everyone. Sharing my screen. Okay, today we'll discuss about the query builder. I will share the query path, query builder path. Then we can. Okay, guys, am I audible? Today we'll discuss about the query builder. Generally, query builder is an API. Normally, for example, where we have some languages, right? Where I would say some SQL language. So SQL language basically which is used to retrieve the data from the database, right? So here in this case, in case of in our AEM, we have the query builder. Generally, this is the one API. So which is used to what will happen the internally processes. We will use this query builder API, and this API it will internally it will convert it to it will communicate with XPath, and then this XPath will convert it to SQL2. This SQL2 will execute the JSR content. JSR content. So the path I will show you here. So I will. Are you guys clear with my point? Yeah. So we have a CRXD, right? Like wherever a component creation and the node creation, everything will be stored in the JSON in the form of JSON repository. Okay, every data will be stored in the JSON repository, right? So the JSON repository support two languages. One is the XPath and second one is the SQL2. Okay. Now basically, some if we don't know like directly XPath language, right? If you don't know this XPath language, then where we have in AEM Query Builder API. So this is the one API. We will use this API. This API is the Adobe implemented API to implement XPath internally, and a Query Builder API. This Query Builder API will convert it to XPath query language, and XPath query language again converted into the SQL2. SQL2. Finally, this SQL2 which is execute JCR repository and to find out the content. To find out the content. Are you guys clear with my point? Directly, so if you don't know this language, in our case in AEM we will use this query builder API, and with the help of this query builder API, we will communicate with the XPath, and again this XPath will communicate with the SQL2. Okay, with the help of this SQL2, we will find out the content. So, like for example, if you create the pages, multiple pages, like how many pages are available in this JSR repository, how many components are available. So, based on the some names, how many pages are available. So, we can find out the content with the help of query builder. This is the main purpose of the query builder. So there multiple pages are available. You don't know like how many pages are available. So how will you find out? So for that purpose, we have the query builder concept. With the help of query builder concept, we can find out the pages, and so we will see one by one. Then we'll will I know I would say we can get the clarity of it. Okay. Basically, in the query builder, how will you achieve the query builder? This is the path. So I will share this path in the group as well. So simply you can come here. This is the query builder path. So I'm click on it. You'll get the path, right. So the same path I will share in the group also. You know, anyone can access to it. Okay. This is the query path. Here we will give the conditions like I want this page. Can you? Is there any similar pages? Is there or not there in the content? So there we will give the predicates. Predicates meaning conditions. I want this condition like for example I have worked on this project like last 2 months. So in these past 2 months, so how many pages got created? You can give the data. So if I give the conditions, based on the conditions it will fetch and it will give the data. Okay, that is the main thing. We will give the conditions. So basically these are some predicates. Predicate meaning some condition. We will give the some conditions, based on that it will get the data. Are you guys clear with my point? So we'll go through one by one. We'll get the clarity of it. So first condition is the type CQ colon page, meaning it will find out the all the pages are available in the JSON repository. Okay. So simply what I am doing, I am going here type equal to CQ colon page, CQ colon page. So type CQ colon page. If I click on the search, if you see total, I have 1687 pages in my repository. So in this way, you can find out like without this one, how can I find out like how many pages are available in my repository? So this is the condition I am passing. This condition, with the help of this condition, I can find out the how many pages are available in my repository. Okay, are you guys clear with my point? So in the same way, we'll be having more predicates. Like for example, this is the predicate p dot limit meaning. So by default, if you see total, we have the results 1600 plus pages, right? But by default, it will show only 10 pages. If you see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, by default, it will show only 10 pages. That is the default behavior of the query builder. If you want to see the pages in between 30 to 16, you can see, and 60 to 90, you can see like that also. But default nature is it will provide only 10 pages. Okay. Now as of like I want to get the all the pages. If I want to get the all the 1600 pages, in that case you can mention with p limiter, p dot limit equal to -1, p dot limit equal to -1. Okay, you can give the condition and you can see you can get the all the pages. You can get the all the 1600 pages. Are you guys clear with my point? And then now my requirement is I want to get the pages from 30 to 60. From 30 to 60. So in that case, if you see here, we need to use p dot offset. P dot offset meaning if you not provide the p dot offset, then by default the value is 0, and if you mention any value, then it will display from that page onwards. Okay, from simply I am copying this one and I am mentioning p dot offset condition. Okay, if I search for the page, so from 30 to it will display from 30 to end. For example, here I will mention like up to 30 pages, p dot limit. Here I will mention like 20. I will mention 20, or else I will mention, if I look for this one, now I will remove this predicate, and then if I look for this one, now if you see, you are getting the pages in between 20 to 30. 20 to 30. Okay, if I mention 25, if I mention the 25, can get the pages 25 to 30. Okay. Next, we can find out the this is the path predicate. This is the type predicate. So from here to here, this is the type predicate. This is the type predicate. Okay. Based on the type, we can find out. And from here, this is the path predicate. Path predicate. Like for example, in the component itself, we have the paths, right? Like content path. If you open the aim start.html, if you open the crxt, so this is the our repository, right? Here only we are finding the all the data and thing, everything, right? So this is the path. So if I, for example, if I take this path and then simply I am going to query builder, and then here if I pass some, if I pass here path equal to the content demo. Okay, if I search for this one, you will get the data. So which is the page which is having the data, it will load the content. Okay, this is the path predicate, this is the type predicate. Okay, so simply uh, when if I mention the content forward slash demo, so to filter the data based on the path. Okay, to filter the data based on the path. So here I'm mentioning with the -1, and then if I look for the this one, these are the, we can filter the data based on the based on the path. Okay, so which page is having the path, it will display the data. So total we are getting the 7 as the result. 7 as the result. Okay, similarly we have the property also. Basically we will give the property, basically I'm giving this property equal to some, I simply I will go to demo, and then US page, JSR content. Here we have the CQ colon template, right? So every page will be created by using the template type only. So I want to know with the help of this page content, like how many pages I got created. I want to know. So simply in that case, you can copy this path. You can copy this path. You can come here. Query builder. You can come to query builder, and then you can paste the path here. So what does it mean? So how many pages I got created by using this template? All the pages results will, you can come. That is, will get the all the page results. Okay, total 7 pages, I guess. Property equal to config.demo dot. This is the path. JSR content CQ colon template. JSR content CQ colon template. Okay, and then the next thing is property dot value. Property dot value equal to, now we can mention with the path, this path. We can go to copy this path, can come here, query builder, and then you can paste here, and then you can look for the okay, we are giving our input here, and it is converting into the query path, and internally it will convert it to the SQL. So finally we are getting the results like this. So this is the flow which will happen. This is our giving. This is the AEM provide this API. We are using this API. We are giving the conditions here. Whatever the conditions we are giving, these conditions it will be converted into the XQuery path, and this XQuery path internally it will be converted to SQL2, and then finally we are getting the results. Finally, we are getting the results, right? Yeah, after this, next we have the order by predicate. In the order by predicate, generally, so like based on the date, you can get the data, like how many pages got created previously. Okay, these kind of data you can achieve by using the order by. Okay, simply I will show you order by predicate. You can copy this, the order by predicate, copying this one, and then simply can come here, order by, and then descending meaning, if you see, we are sorting the results by using the this predicate. We can find out the new created pages, meaning recently created pages. We can find out by using this order by predicate. Okay, with the help of this predicate, we can find out the recently created pages first. Okay, where we have the descending and ascending. If you mention descending order, we are sorting the results by using the this predicate. We can find out the new created pages, like whatever the pages we have created recently. We can find out the recently created pages. Okay, so simply you can come here and then you can scroll down, paste here, and then you can look for the results. Order by JSR content and JSR created. Okay, and descending. These are the pages recently created. We have created the green page, Wipro page, good page, nice page, oak page. These are the pages we have created recently, right? For example, if I want to know the old pages, in that case, we can take this predicate and then we can come here and then we can, in case of this one, you can mention with ascending. And then if you look for the results, so these are the old pages. First page is the US and EN. So first page is this one and this one, this one and this one. So latest page is this one. So like this. Okay. We can find out the results based on the conditions. We can find out the results based on the conditions. Okay. So simply next where we have the date range as well. Based on the basically here the thing is we will give the conditions like I want to this path, so can you find out in the JSR and you can fetch the data. So this is the thing. Okay, next thing is based on the date range we can find out the results. Based on the date range we can find out the created pages and we can find out the results. We can find out the data. Okay, based on the date range we can find out the data. So for that purpose, so the first predicate you can take this one, date range dot property is equal to JSR content forward slash JSR created. Okay, I'm copying this predicate and then simply you can come here, you can paste this one. And the second thing is date range lower bound. Date range lower bound. Here we can take. So simply I am will write here date range, date range dot lower bound. So the value can take this one. Simply you can go to CRXT and where we have the page. You can go to any page. For example, this is the page, right? You click on the page. GCR created. We have the date, right? You can copy this date. You can copy this pair. the date, and simply can come here, QueryBuilder, we can paste here. This is the like starting date. You can assume this is the starting date, and you can assume ending date also. For that purpose, I am copying this one. I am pasting this one. Here I am mentioning instead of lower, I am mentioning it upper. Okay. Here I am changing the dates. The both dates are equal, right? Here I am mentioning with date one, meaning August first one, and today date I am giving 21. Okay, 21. Meaning whatever the pages got created in between the 1 and 21, those pages will be displayed on the page. Displayed on the page. Got it right? So simply you can use the date lower bound and date range upper bound, and then spelling mistake, date range, and then date range. Okay. So whatever the pages I got created in between these dates, so it will retrieve the data. It will display on the data, right? So I'm click on it. You will get the results. You will get the results. Like I can give the date in between 20. Here I will give the 80. Only 3 days. In duration of 3 days, I want to know how many pages I got created. Okay. So if I click on the search, lower bound, upper bound, 18, 21. And then here I will mention 21 only. I would say date range lower bound, and then date range upper bound. Mm, This is the start date and this is the end date. So in between the data of 1 to 21, we can get the data how many pages got created. Okay, simply if I come here, date range lower bound, I am giving the 21. I will try with another date. This is the 18, and the next date is 21. Date range lower bound, upper bound, and you can look for the change. You are getting the same results. Mm, Lower bound, upper bound. I guess all the pages are created only one time. We'll try with like for example, mm, we'll take another month,
Sir,
7 and then 7. Yes,
first you are not accepted the class, sir.
not accepted.
Thank you, sir.
If I click on the previous dates, filtering the predicates, JSON content demo element city column page. So if I delete this one, you are getting these values. Content demo, and then font. You will get the results. Click on it, you will get the results. So generally, based on the date, you can find out the results. Okay, based on the date, you can find out the results, right? Lower bound meaning starting date, upper bound meaning ending date. Ending date. Okay. And then next we have the predicate, that is the full text predicate. So based on the sum word, we can find out the results. Based on the sum word. For example, if you are created with some article, or if you mention the specific word, so it will fetch the results which is having the article word. Okay, it will fetch the results which is having the article word. Okay, so this one we can mention with the full text. We can mention with full text. Full text equal to full text equal to some word, article word or any word. For the article word, you are getting the two results. You are getting the two pages. Meaning, which these two pages is having the article word. These two pages is having the article word. Okay. For example, if I mention any other word, for example, if I mention the demo word, and if I look for the pages, so these pages which is having a demo word. So based on the word, it will filter the data and it will give the data. It will filter the data and it will give the data. Okay, this is clear. These are the predicates. So based on the predicates, meaning based on the conditions, we can filter the data and we can fetch the data. We can filter the data and we can fetch the data. Are you guys clear with my point? The same thing here also. Uh, we have the two languages, XPath and SQL2. And if you don't know the XPath language, we will use the QueryBuilder API with the help of here also can observe this is the we are using this is the QueryBuilder. Who will provide this QueryBuilder? AWS people provided to us this QueryBuilder. We are using this QueryBuilder. With the help of this QueryBuilder, we are communicating with XPath. This XPath internally it will communicate with SQL2. So finally, we are getting the data. Finally, we are getting the data, right? So this is the process. So this is the path. I have shared the path already. So the next thing, the types like the popular predicates like type, path, property, group, date, range, and full text. But generally, the popular predicates. How do you find out the predicates generally? If you go to your localhost 4502 aim.html and then configurations, operations, configurations. Okay, so not there. Simply can come here. If you we have the drop down, we have the one option that is the available predicates. If you click on the available predicates, then these are the total. We have the 27 predicates. 27 predicates. How will you find out the predicates which is belonging to which predicate? If you click on this one, this is belonging to bool property predicate. Okay, and then which is belong to this is the tag property predicate, and this is the property related predicate, and then this is the date range predicate. This is the date range predicate, and this is the full text predicate. Okay, next this is the date comparison predicate, and next this is the tag set predicate. So these are totally basically we have the 27 predicates. Among those, these all are the popular. These all we will use very regular, very frequently. We will use these predicates like type related predicates, path related predicates, property related predicates, group related predicates, date related predicates, and full text predicates. Generally, we have these many predicates. All predicates we have 27. Among those, we will use these predicates regularly. These predicates regularly. Type related, path related, property related, group related, date related, and full text related. Full text related, right? Predicates meaning conditions. Okay. Based on the conditions, we will give the meaning. We will give the one query path. So based on that, it will communicate with the XPath. So internally, XPath will also prepare one query, and it will communicate with SQL2, and then SQL2 it will find out the data and it will give the data based on the condition. Okay, based on the condition, it will give the data. So these are the predicates like how will you write the group predicates, date predicates, lower bound and upper bound. Okay, these are the predicates. Now what you guys will do, so you can practice these predicates like type, path, and order by, date range, and full text. Okay, so this is the results we are getting. Like if the condition is, I would say, uh, if the condition we will give here, we are getting the results right. So the same conditions we will write in the backend, and if you deploy it in the AIM server, we will get the data also. Are you guys clear with my point? Manually, you are giving the conditions here. The same conditions we will write in the backend, and if you deploy it into the AIM server, you can get the results based on the conditions. Based on the conditions, two ways you can get the data. One is directly we are passing the data here. The second way is we can write the backend, and there we will write the predicates like this, like type equal to C colon and path this one. We mention there itself. If you deploy the backend into the AIM server, then based on the like whatever the conditions we have given there, predicates, based on the predicates, we will get the data also. Two ways. One is directly using the query builder. Second one is the by using the backend, and we will deploy it to the server and we will get the data. Okay, so as of now, you guys, what you guys will do, like you can use these predicates. You can use these predicates, and you can practice the predicates, and you can take the screenshot of those predicates, and you can share in the group. Okay, this is the query builder. So the main purpose of query builder is to filter the data, I would say, to get the data. Now, based on the condition to get the data. Based on the condition to get the data. Okay. So that's it. Everyone, please go through. Everyone, please go through it and use the predicates, and you can take the screenshot of it and you can share in the group. Okay. So that is all about today. Mm. Mm. Any questions, guys? Anyone? Online, guys?